Hey guys, one of the big questions I get, not every stream, but pretty often is, why haven't I quit the game? Now, I think that is a really interesting discussion we can have. But before I do, just want to throw this out there that if you guys happen to enjoy my Rant videos, maybe think about leaving a like or even subscribing. Or, leave a comment and let me know what you want to hear me talk about next, since I am definitely looking for ideas that we can talk about, especially about Skyblock. So let's get into it. Why haven't I quit Skyblock yet? So I can admit I have not been having as much fun I originally had in the first year of Skyblock. 2019, back when the end update came out, and before that was definitely the golden time of Skyblock for me. And that was when I was in my, YouTube infancy. I was a, small boy, less than 1,000 subs back then, but I was having a great time with the game, like everyone else was. The grind was very enjoyable, but as time goes on, like with every game, you start to notice the problems. The problems. Skyblock is not a perfect game. No game is a perfect game. There is a lot of issues, and they have tried to combat some of them, but for someone like me, who, I like to play the game a lot, it doesn't exactly pan out well for us. There has not been too many end game updates, I guess you could call them. The closest one would probably be the Dungeons update, I guess, but Dungeons hasn't hit the, max level yet of floor 10, and where you're still missing a lot of gear there, so, kind of out of luck there. But the main reason is why I have not quit yet is the potential I see in the future. So what do I mean by that? So Skyblock has some big potential, and that is the main reason why I've stuck with the game. They have they can do something big. Now, I like to look over at Windcraft, right? I think Windcraft was a really cool server, and they have some really nice stuff. I think it would be really cool if they teamed up with Skyblock and made some sick updates. That'd be awesome. But on the side note, one of the biggest problems I see with Windcraft, for me at least, is they don't have the player base to sustain a style of, wanting to get best in slot gear, unless you want to sit there and waste, thousands upon thousands of time that you shouldn't be wasting because other people get lucky instead of you. But Skyblock does not have that problem. Skyblock has a massive player base, tens of thousands of people online at a time. Octonus always has items that you need. It's just great. So it has the player base to do quite a lot. So we have a new update. Items aren't they are as rare as they should be, but you have the player base to sustain a playstyle of, just wanting to get the best stuff with the minimal RNG. Since that is something I don't like RNG. And that's like a big Skyblock mechanic is RNG. But having all the other players playing makes the RNG feel a lot less problematic because there's so many people that at least someone will get lucky, right? So with that being the case, it pretty much avoids the problem I have with Windcraft, where it's like, okay, so there's enough player to sustain the playstyle I want to play, as in getting the best items. But Skyblock, the difference in Windcraft is Windcraft has item rules, but Dungeons does have item rules, but those are less important since they removed them from the boss room, which if those are still in the game, I think I would be a lot more in love with Dungeons if you ask me, because I think that was a really cool mechanic, especially if hopefully they bring it back. Maybe not for Dungeons, but some other kind of mechanic. So back to the potential I see in Skyblock. So people have said all the time, Skyblock's dying. I've probably said it before multiple times, and it does seem like it is sometime. A lot of players have quit. I mean, a lot of people. I've had, and not just me, plenty of other YouTubers have had plenty of items given to them by people who have quit the game. And it is very, very sad to see these players go. And I mean, it feels bad. I would like to see them hang around, but no matter how many leave, it seems like there's just like one or two people to come back and replace them. So I guess that's not too much of a problem. The other thing is, if you quit, now I've had people quit and come back and are like, crap, what do I do? I gave away all my stuff. My stuff isn't worth anything anymore. What do I do? That is another reason why you probably shouldn't quit, or super hardcore quit, if you plan on coming back one day, because one day Skyblock released some sick update and you'll be like, oh, I want to get in there again. Technoblade uploaded the latest video, and it's like, look at this, it's so cool. And then everyone logs in to go play, and you're like, well, crap, I don't have the new strongest sword, new strongest armor, I can't do anything. I have no coins to buy it either, what do I do? Well, if you even if you quit, just keep your stuff and maybe one day it'll be useful. But the main reason why I'm not quitting is, you gotta keep grinding, right? Skyblock is a game of grind. Just like my mobile game, just like any other game you play, if you stop playing, you will get behind. And I am probably already pretty behind most other players since I am what you call lazy. As in, like, I'm not sitting there grinding the most efficient stuff anymore. That was old me. If there was some fun, efficient stuff to grind, I probably would do it. But, it's just nowadays, I'm just sitting on my island, collecting my minions occasionally, maybe doing some dungeons. If they ever release an update that I love, I will sit there and I will grind it, dude. I will feel that vigor come back, which it kind of felt a comeback when we got the first Diana event. Second Diana event, I'm like, oh, this. it wasn't as fun the second time around, but the first time around, if that Diana event never left, I think I would have been a lot happier. Just having it the second time just didn't feel as right. But I think if it never left, I probably would have been a lot more content as a player, or myself. So I think that covers a lot of the reasons why, I haven't quit and don't plan on quitting for a while. I mean, if they do end up releasing, spur of updates I don't agree with, it could potentially happen. But I think I'm here for the long haul, since Hypixel probably isn't even close to being released. People said next year, but again, I have a feeling that Hypixel is gonna be something on the side that people play, and every time there's a new Skyblock update, people will hop on, or people just need to make sure they do their dailies, because I can totally see Skyblock trying to shift to more so generic MMO kind of stuff. They already have pay to win now with the jump system, and they definitely should add in some more systems, since now they want try to want to incentivize people to spend more. Daily challenges, stuff like that, to keep people on the game, making sure to log in daily, which is something I don't know why they've never added those in to begin with. Daily challenge or something like that would have been amazing. Getting some coins or some currency to buy items you need, that sounds great. I don't know why they haven't added this kind of system in. It shouldn't be too bad to do either. Just it's hey, do these 3 things a day, and boom, you get yourself some coins, some tokens you can use to buy some special items that you can only get from the special shop. That sounds cool. So I think I'm trailing off the path too much, but I hope you guys enjoyed this little discussion. I hope you guys I'm curious how you guys feel about the whole subject of quitting, because I know it happens to a lot of people, and I'm always kind of disappointed and sad when I see people go. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.